All 6 rotations of the 6-2 volleyball rotation explained in under 3 minutes. Remember, the 6-2 volleyball rotation has 6 hitters and 2 setters, with the setters only setting out of the back row. So for serve-receive rotation 1, our setter is in 1. And remember, I'm differentiating the 2 setters here, so S1 is setter 1, and S2 is setter 2. So for defense, our OH1 is pulling back to pass, making sure they're staying in front of setter 1's body, but covering them so they don't pass that first ball. For offense, we have a few options here. Our right side or setter 2 can hit outside for 1, and our OH1 can hit right side for 1. Serve receive rotation 2, our setter is in position 6, and setter 1 is still setting. And as you can see, we have a few more shifts here. So setter 1 is pulling up to the front row, making sure they're staying to the left of right side or setter 2 to make sure you're staying in rotation position. This makes me shift my libero to position 6, and my OH2 is pulling back from the front row to pass. Serve receive rotation 3, our setter is in position 5, and it's the last rotation where setter 1 will be setting. For offense and defense, this rotation is pretty simple because we're just pulling our setter 1 up to the front row, but they must ensure that they are staying to the left of OH1's body because technically they're both back row players, and that would put us out of rotation. As usual, we want to fill that gap that we just took the setter out of, so we just simply take OH2 and pull them to the back row to pass. And for offense, you can be a little creative and you have a few options here. You could have MB2 hit outside for 1 and OH2 hit middle for 1 after the first pass is contacted, or you can keep it simple. Rotations 4, 5, and 6 are super simple because they're identical to rotations 1, 2, and 3. Only main difference is that there's different players in these spots now. So now setter 2 is setting because they're in the back row, and setter 1 is technically in the front row now. So for serve receive rotation 4, the setter is in position 1. Yes, you heard that correctly. And setter 2 is now setting. As we know, this is identical to rotation 1, so OH2 is just simply pulling back to cover setter 2, and right side or setter 1 can hit outside for 1, and that OH2 can hit right side for 1. Our serve receive rotation 5, it's identical to serve receive rotation 2, and our setter is in 6 with setter 2 still setting. As we know, we just pull up setter 2 to the front row, they stay to the left of the right side or setter 1's body. OH1 is pulling back to pass, so our libero is shifting. So our last rotation, serve receive rotation 6, our setter is in position 5. This is the last rotation where setter 2 is setting. As we know, we're just having our setter 2 pull up to the front row. They're making sure they're staying to the left of OH2 because they're both technically back row players. And to fill that gap, OH1 pulls back to pass. And for offense, same opportunities. MB1 can hit outside for 1, OH1 can hit middle for 1, or you can keep it simpler and have OH1 hit outside immediately and have MB1 transition immediately to hit middle for 1.